Peace, fam. It's your brother Cool. In the words of my ancestors from the landmass of Haiti, Taino, which is not a people, also means peace. Taino is the language, not the people. The people are called Loconos, or Lukukare, which means people of the islands. You know how they say island people are loco, crazy, Loconos. You understand what I'm saying? So, Taino. To my family of African descent. So today's video, I want to relay the message of full understanding. You know what I'm saying? Left side, right side, private and public. Okay, so this video was more so to address my fellow Moors or indigenous family across the globe. I'm sorry, Aboriginal Tocton family who has gone through the process of nationalizing, but you know, are trying to stay away from the public sector. You know what I'm saying? So now, if we're going according to law, the Articles of Confederation is the original organic free national Constitution of the American continent, correct? So within the Articles of Confederation, it is styled as the United States of America. So the United States of America Republic is the organic republic, okay? Or what we known back in the day as Al Societa Republique Estados. Apologies if I'm saying it wrong. I'm still growing and learning this shit, but I'm just telling you what I got, all right? Which is the original several states, okay? So this is regular, this right here is an ethnicity and race identification. Of course, those of competent minds understand there's only one race on the planet, but let's be real here. We nationalized, but we can't go back into the jungle or the woods, right? We still gotta function. And what we need to understand is that the United States of America is ours. That is our federal corporation, okay? It's the federal corporation for the people, not persons, but people. You understand what I'm saying? Because public means people, and re means to go back. So back to the people, republic, back to the people. You understand what I'm saying? So these forms they seem like a very, minute aspect, but self-identifying yourself on these forms is important because we are dealing in the society. And you understand what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna put this out into the universe. Operation A.R.I, Attain, Republic, Independence. Meaning that the people, wherever you at, if you in New York, if you in Chicago, if you in LA, if you in Missouri, Montana, wherever state republic you are in, okay, the process of nationalizing is not the all in all. That's on the private side. All right, you corrected your status on the private side, but now you have to have that reflect or manifest in the public side, the now time, right? So race and ethnicity are very important. And you know what I'm saying? They leave options, okay? So we don't need to run from the United States of America, because the United States of America, if I could break it down in terms of chakras, is our lower self. The United States of America is our lower self. You know what I'm saying? Us in propria persona is our higher self. So with that being said, we shouldn't run from the United States of America, because the United States of America is something we created for ourselves, okay? To operate and do business, not just with each other, but yeah, also with the Europeans, okay? So we shouldn't run from it. We should rather embrace it. You understand what I'm saying? But the only issue is we correct ourselves in the private sector, but we don't correct it in the public. You know what I'm saying? And that goes into, yes, state IDs. We should all have state IDs. The state IDs are for the republic. I don't care what you say. Oh, well, it's a corporation. It don't matter. What matters is your status and how it's reflected within their system. Because we can have our private national IDs all day and we can operate and move, but you understand what I'm saying? And yes, the judges are legally bound, but we're talking about dealing with the clerks. We're not dealing with judges every day in these streets here. We're dealing with policy enforcers. Okay? So we need to speak their language. They can't resonate that high of a frequency. We need to speak their language in the form of their shit. Right? Which we gave them authorization to create. So all I'm saying is, if my name is Cool L, it should be Cool L on the state ID. Now, when you give them a state ID, it doesn't matter what the name is on the ID. You know why? Because that ID will come with a number. When they punch that number in, right? What comes up in reference to the number is the information that you filled out when you were doing this. You understand what I'm saying? So check it. And this is a real, this is a document you guys can, you know what I'm saying, get for yourselves. Where is the thing at the end here? I just want to catch that. You know what I'm saying? So you guys can, sorry, you got a reflection going on here. Let me turn this around. So there we go. All right. I want you to see that, right? That's where I printed it up from Google. So you can see for yourself. But what's really important is, and I highlighted these parts too, but like I said, look it up for yourself, Google it, right? And you can read it. But I'm gonna read it for you. So check it. Ethnicity and race information is requested under the authority of 42 USC section 2000E-16. Look it up. And in compliance with the Office of Management and Budget's 1997 revisions of the standards for the classification of federal data on race and ethnicity, providing this information is voluntary and has no impact on your employment status. Bullshit. If you're paying taxes right now when you work, and the federal and state's taking taxes out of your check, bullshit. That's your status being affected. That's money coming out your pocket. How much more successful could you be if that $600-700, that $200, that $300, that $100, that $150 that's being taken out will come home with you? Would that make a difference in your life? I think so. So yes, I do think your status is being affected. Bullshit. Okay? But in the instance of missing information, because they say it's voluntary, right? You don't got to fill it out. But in the instance of missing information, your employing agency will attempt to identify your race and ethnicity by visual observation. That means if you don't want to do it voluntarily, the person hiring you is going to make a guess off of how they visualize you. So guess what? If everyone in society has been indoctrinated to think that when you see someone like me, I'm automatically black, what do you think that employer is going to put as your status working there? Black. You understand what I'm saying? Or African American. So we shouldn't be afraid to self-identify ourselves, because if we don't speak for ourselves, someone else will. And we see how that has worked out. So what I'm saying is, and this is the same process everywhere you go. Where you fill out information, you're going for a job, they ask you for your race and ethnicities. If you're going to go get a social security card, they ask you for your race and ethnicity when you fill out information. If you're going for a car payment or a loan, they ask you for your race or ethnicity. So this involves everything you do on a daily basis. This is law. So here, right, what they have here is the classification or status and what it means. Okay? Race. So right here's American Indian or Alaska Native. Here you have Asian. Here you have Black or African American. And down here you have Native Hawaiian. okay? Or other Pacific Islander, and then down here you have white, okay? So I'm a read this. Remember, if you missed it before earlier in the video, I showed you the reference to the page. I'm gonna do it again because I don't want y'all to miss this. I want y'all to get this. And real shit, if y'all want to build on this later with me, hit me up. regijulles@gmail.com. You can catch me on my YouTube. Ku Amare Suel. QUAMAHRESUTEL. Call me or text me 206-899-6972 because I'm about building. So let's build and let's do something. All right, American Indian or Alaskan Native. So with the understanding that we know that we are the original autochtons, okay? The original Aboriginal Native Americans, okay? American Indian or Alaskan Native. And remember, this is how the system will see you according to how you have identified yourself or how someone else has identified you, okay? A person having origins in any of the original peoples of North and South America, including Central America, and who maintains tribal affiliation or community attachment. That's an American Indian or Alaskan Native, okay? A person having origins in any of the original peoples. So understand now, they have person and people. You know, person being can be either a human being or a corporation or entity, which they always presume is the latter, and then they also have people. And people means public. Public means people. So people is not person and person is not people. All right? We the people, not we the persons, we the people. You're not a people unless you have a nationality, because the United States cannot grant any titles of nobility. We're nobles, baby. All right, Asian. A person having origins in any of the original peoples of the Far East, Southeast Asia, or the Indian subcontinent, including, for example, Cambodia, China, India, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Pakistan, the Philippine Islands, Thailand, and Vietnam. Now, pardon me. You drink some sun water. Okay. Black or African American. A person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. That's it. Remember, I said persons can be a human being or a corporation, but they always assume or presume that you are automatically a corporation and not a human being, right? But peoples are human beings. The people, we the people, are the government. So this is what they identify. This is what they recognize as black or African American. When I say they, I mean the system. The system. A person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. That's it. A person having origins in any of the black racial groups. Black racial groups, where are the people at? Where are the people at? You see that trick? So now, if I go get a state ID, let's say I nationalize, I get a state ID, which I should because I need to be a statesman of the republic where I'm domiciling at, correct? You can't enforce constitution if you're not a party to it via treaty and republic, okay? So, nationalize, go to the DOL, right? Or DMV or whatever they call it in your particular area or territory. And then I get my state ID in my free national name, right? It don't matter if it's capitalized or not because that's my title. I own my title. So if it's in my title, but then when I'm filling out the ethnicity and shit, I either choose not to fill it out at all, which means by default they're going to fill it out for me and state that I'm black, or I'm ignorant enough to still actually fill it out as black. And there's nothing wrong with that. I did that too. I didn't know better. You see what I'm saying? But I know better now. So that's what you know what I'm saying? So I can correct my status privately, but in publicly, I still classify myself as black. By the littlest thing, the smallest thing, self-identifying yourself through your race, your ethnicity. Of course, we understand there's only one race on the planet, and that's human. But remember, we can't go back into the woods. So we're building our own societies, correct? But we're also functioning on the public side. Because if we're not doing it, then we don't have a republic. If the people aren't involved in their communities, then there is no republic, because the people are the republic. And the only way is a republic is if the people are active. That's why even A.R.I said he don't want passive Moors. He need active Moors. Because the republic does not stand without activity. Activity. You need activity. Okay? So remember now, there's nothing wrong with the state ID or any of these contracts. Contracts are contracts. Energy is energy. It's how competent are you to make the best decision that is best for your particular situation. So for me, understanding that I'm a aboriginal, you know what I'm saying, of the land known as America, aka the planet, but I'm domiciling in North America. So why would I classify myself as something that doesn't have origins in people, but it has origins in any of the black racial groups? What the fuck is a group? A group ain't a family. They didn't say anything about people. Where's we the people? So we need to go back into our republics and update our status on the public side. And just this small thing, the black, that shit is a hell of a spell. Just a little bit. You see what I'm saying? So if we're operating now within our proper mind state in the system, and we're still having black issues, it's because we missed something. And this is what I missed. So I'm correcting myself, and then I'm sharing it with the family. So that's what I got to speak on that. Once again, if you want to communicate and build with me, feel free. You know what I'm saying? I gave you all my information. And we need to read, man. And we need to stop holding back the information. You know what I'm saying? We need to share with each other. And that's all I got to say. That's love, family. Peace.